Hi everybody, and welcome to Cup of Joe. First and foremost, which I imagine is how a lot of your emails are starting these days, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, and staying at home. We are on week 2 of quarantine. It is challenging at times, but there are lots of things that we can do to stay positive, stay motivated, and I hope this video is one of them. So very similar to last week, we talked about tips from working from home and ways to stay healthy and stay safe. Tips for your job search during this current climate. A lot's changed since last week. And ways to have some fun. So I hope to bring you some fun and useful tips today. Appreciate you guys watching. So grab your cup of Joe and let's get to it. All right, so we are on week 2 of this working from home quarantine. And by now, last week we talked about establishing a routine. So I'm assuming a lot of us have a routine. Now I want to talk about your workstation. And I say workstation because this is the station where you work. I've tried really hard because I have a desktop to make it as desk-like as possible. So I brought some of my knickknacks that are sometimes at my office, but also some new things we've got over here. This is a little Kristoff from Frozen because everybody loves Frozen. We've got Mickey, big Disney fan apparently, and my Ariana Grande candle, and of course, my cup of Joe. Now, I'm assuming a lot of you don't have desktops, you're using laptops. And one thing I would suggest is picking a spot and sticking to it. Now, it doesn't have to be the same spot every day, but when you wake up, grab your computer, log in, establish that spot, and that'll just put you more in the mindset of, I am at work even though I'm at home. Try it out. All right, so let's talk about some ways that we can stay healthy during our current situation, our quarantine. I tried to do a 30-day challenge. It failed miserably. Tried to do some online workouts. It's just not for me. I've never been one to go to all these classes and whatnot, but I do like to exercise, and I used to live in New York, so walking all the time provided a lot of opportunity for me to just walk everywhere. So 2 times a day, I try to take a walk, and I would suggest the same thing to you. Walking while social distancing. At this point, we all know we're supposed to stay home and wash our hands, so I feel like I don't have to go over that. But taking a walk around the block, breathing in the fresh air might be nice, but I understand some of you may not be in that environment. So this is gonna sound really weird, but I promise, some of my friends have been doing it in New York and it's working. Open up the windows, let some fresh air in, and take a walk around the apartment. It sounds crazy, but it's just some way to get some steps in, get the blood flowing, and just feel better about everything that's going on. So let the sun shine, let the sun shine in, the sun shining. So let's talk about the job search, whether you're in the midst of one or gonna start one or we're planning on starting one. One thing I wanted to really talk about was check your LinkedIn messages, accept those in-mails. I posted about this earlier this week on LinkedIn, and I just think it's important that, at this time, networking with a recruiter is going to be super important, and it keeps you up to date and informed about the current job market, and companies are still hiring as well. So we are still busy. We're looking for that top talent, and it's in your mailbox. So just sign into LinkedIn, check your messages, hit the I'm interested button, and see what they have to offer. Even if you're not interested in that specific role, it's still really valuable networking with a recruiter. And I know this sounds a lot like what I said last week about connecting with a recruiter, and I'm a little biased because I am a recruiter. But in a time like this, you wanna know what's going on. You wanna know how to position yourself in the market and what's currently happening in the market. And us recruiters are working and we're reaching out to you. So log in and check those emails, and let's get to networking. So now we are at the end of the day, time to enjoy our free time. So I've been doing a lot of Netflix binging, and I'm gonna say it, I'm obsessed. Tiger King. You guys, this documentary is crazy. I don't usually give into obsessions and hype and all that kind of stuff, but I had to with this one. This documentary takes so many twists, so many turns. It is incredibly fascinating, a little sad, but just that it brings all these things to light. I don't want to give too much away, but pretty much it's about all these people who own large and exotic animals, mostly tigers, in like Oklahoma and Florida and South Carolina, and just all like the drama with everything in between. It gets really serious really quickly, and it's just wild, pun intended. So definitely check out Tiger King. Now, music. I don't know if you guys have been dancing it out. I am a huge musical theater nerd, and I understand that doesn't translate to everyone, but I would highly recommend Hamilton. Yes, another global obsession, but we might as well just ride this train as long as it's gonna go. I love Hamilton, and one thing that's great is a lot of people haven't been able to see it. So if you haven't seen it, just listen start to finish. It's the same thing on the CD that it is, the CD, what is this? Like 2010? It's the same thing on the album that is on the stage. It translates perfectly. The only thing you're missing are, the actors, the dancing, the live aspect of it, but it's the same story, same lines, same songs, everything. So definitely check it out. Also, one thing I've been doing a lot is card games. Last week, my family and I played a card game. I lost. I was incredibly disappointed, but play it. It was called 313. You can Google it. 313 card game. The rules are up there. It's totally fun, a little strategic, but easy to learn. And yeah, so have some fun, jam out to some Hammy. Definitely watch Tiger King, and leave some comments below. Let me know what you guys are watching, because I'm almost used up everything on Netflix. I'm starting rewatching some seasons of things I've seen before, so let me know, and have fun. Okay guys, that's all I have for you today. Before we do our review, I wanted to talk about something that's pretty important. The world is obviously changing with this coronavirus. It's definitely changing the way we work and the way we live at the moment. But we are still the same people, and in bad times, people's colors really show. I just want to make sure that we are all still holding straight to our morals. I've been seeing a lot of xenophobia and racism towards Asian cultures ever since this has gone on, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too, and we all have to do our part to stop that, stop the spread of the virus. Racism is also a virus, so we have to do what we can and stop the spread. I know you guys can probably doing your part, but I just want to utilize this platform to make that message super, super clear for everybody. This is everybody's world, and we all have to share it with each other. That being said, let's go to the review. What do we talk about today? Number 1, we talked about working from home. Establish your workstation. Number 2, we talked about staying healthy, going for a walk, or letting the sunshine in. Number 3, we talked about your job search. Check your in-mail messages. Check them right now. Well, finish the video, then go check them. Number 4, we talked about having fun. Definitely watch Tiger King on Netflix, give Hamilton a listen to, and check out that card game, 313. I loved having another Cup of Joe with you guys. Enjoy your weekends. Can't wait to see you next week, and have a great Friday. And remember, always end your week with a Cup of Joe.